Okay, howdy guys. Here we are back at it. I was wanting to show a little bit of chipper trough. Me and Robin have been working on that a little bit, and it's running good. It's running fine. Pretty happy with the way it's turned out. I was pretty worried about it, but I think it's gonna be just fine. Jumping down here, we're on Long Red Oak. I jumped down here in the lumber room and going to run some remans for Hartwick because we're getting ready to switch over on beach. And you see the crack in them boards. Some of them boards and wide boards is getting cracked in some. And some of them, there's 12. Most of them, you're going to see me rips going to be stirred. Yeah, rips going to be 12s, 14s, and 16s. They're pretty heavy boards like this. What I'm getting at, well, I mean, they're 4/4. They ain't 5 or 6 or nothing. But what I'm getting at here is when you know, look at it like this. The sawmill is breaking a log down into dimension wood, you know. So it's got you're going to saw it the height from the saws, and then you're going to get your width with your edger, and you're going to get your length with your double end trim. All right, the way our mill's set up, and not all of them set up this way, and I ain't saying our way's the best. That's for dang sure, but after it goes to the double end, it goes down to, after the double end trim, it goes down to the lumber inspector, which is in this case Hartwick. What he's doing is you see how I got some weight on that board. What he's doing is he's taking these boards and he's grading them. Now, if you got, let's just say, if you got a board that's going to grade out, say, say it's going to grade one common or less, but it's a big board. It's a long or it's wide or it's long and wide. A lot of times you can upgrade part of that board by doing a rip and busting, or else, on a long board, you can chop it sometimes and make like 2 8-footers out of a 16-footer. Or, if you get down to a few feet, you can cut a few feet off the end, a couple feet off the end of the board or something, and make grade, but so you got upgrades, is what we call them. So after you grade it, inspect it, then he'll mark up what he's marked for me here is rips, but there's also chops we do, and to upgrade a board after it's been milled at speed. Now, a lot of what we're trying to get into on our grading station, what I'm trying to work on later, is to make these upgrades a lot easier to do, and to break the grading up so we can concentrate and scramble lumber off of the double end trim, so the grader can work at a slower speed and take his time, and through the course of a day, he can do better upgrades and make better grade calls. And through the course of the day, with the ups and downs of the sawmill, it'll kind of even out. And if it don't, you got you can run over and stuff after quitting time to catch up, or the next day, or whatever happens to happen there. But I just wanted to show a little bit of what we're going through to do upgrades, a few upgrades there. And you can't see old boy on the left of the screen is out of the screen doing the cutoffs. And here's what we are. I come to check on the chipper throat, and it's going smooth. Everything's smooth. I ended up shimming up that trough where it was a hammer the other day, and that worked out slicker than a whistle. The approaches coming in the trough's working out good and everything. Just pretty happy with the way this project turned out. And I think they're still on red oak. They're getting ready to go to the beach. And they ended up with short red oak at the end, which kind of helps them push out the long red oak, get the long pushed out, and then they can switch over. It makes it, they don't have to push out 8-foot carts, 10-foot carts, 12s and 14s all at once. You get down to where you're just 8s and 10s maybe towards the end. So it helps them do push out, break out, push out. But I'm going to do, there's a spot here where Chipper grabbed one of his slabs, and I thought it was cool to see the roughness of the way Chipper takes a slab. So I slowed it down and played with my new editor here. Y'all kind of bear with me and try to take it easy on me. I ain't used to this editor yet, but I'm getting there and getting her figured out. But here it goes. I'll show it off. I went up to check on the edge. The lights are not right on this thing, and when I opened it up, I seen we got junk in there. So Tim's going to shut her down, and I broke that transition didn't work so well. I got a lot to learn on this new editor. It's going to take me a while. But he's stopping her down there, and the way them saws work is them collars float on that shaft, and them arms that's reaching down there where that board was stuck on. And there's the oilers, hear them? But anyways, the arms move them. See them little two arms sticking up there? Them collars are on bearings. Well, I dropped the daggone. Hang on. But the arms move them saws back and forth to set, to a different width board. The problem we're having with it is the lights got off, and I ain't had time to fix it. And it's got put down on the priority list, but we'll get back to it. And this is the next morning. We're on pallet stock. We're going to shut this down. I jumped straight to the next morning. We're on pallet stock. I'm debarking a little bit while we're waiting on Eli because the head saw was out of skids was out of logs. But and I don't know where I'm at with the camera. I'm not a very good debarker, man, so I kind of lost track of the GoPro there. But there you can see the foot pedals and stuff going on down in there. And I guess I'm holding up on the head. I don't know why the arm on the left there ain't holding the head. There it is. Oh, I heads up, that's why. So I set the camera down there, and this is a big old gum log getting a debarker. And of course, every time if I sit down or something, there's gonna be people coming up. What we going, and oh man, it's hard to. I try and get more organized. And I ended up dropping 2 logs on this thing, I think, at one time here in a minute. And yeah, just good times. But what we're trying to get to is trying to get this pallet wood working to the mill. And then we're going to shut it down there directly, and we're going to work on the let down deck coming out of the double end trim. That's the first project we're going to do. Because what we're trying to do is we're trying to fix things and get ready for the walnut. We're going to be sawing walnut the first part of next week and the end of this week. And we're trying to get all our stuff tuned in, get the pallet. Well, here I am. I jumped down to the let down deck below the double end trim. That's what we're getting ready to work on. Them chains won't stay tight. So I'm trying to work on adjusters. That was actually misdesigned when we put the machinery in way back when. Now watch Tim. He's gonna throw his slap in there. Watch his slap. Watch how violently it goes in. Watch Tim. Watch the shrapnel. Bam! And Tim's like, hello. But anyways, what happened is Devin back at the resaw hit nails, I think. Hit metal. And he's there's only 20 minutes left. You seen how I have my suitcase, welder and stuff sitting down there on the floor. I'm getting all prepped. There's only like 20 minutes left. Devin don't want to change the band because he don't want to take a chance on hitting nails again. So he's going to try to actually just do some hillbilly stuff here. And well, he wants me to bump it up there. I'm going to bump it. The top wheels where you do the adjusting on this band to get to tighten the band up to the wheels. Just think of it like a daggone little hacksaw, a little electric hacksaw. You raise the wheel up, you tighten the wheel, and then the band tightens against the wheel, and then he's gonna sit there. He's got his tooth straightener, and he's got his dial indicator, and he's gonna go through here trying to straighten the tooth that he hit the nails with to where it's all straight for him, and he's gonna try to put a hillbilly edge on it. You see his dial indicator to the left of the screen there. But what he'll do is he'll set that up and try to get that running again to finish out till we got to shut down for, to where the pallet room can take off. But yeah, I just wanted to get it on here, him trying to tweak that. And here's Pooh over there sawing on the left, and Eli's debarking on the right. Shut that babies. Crazy babies. It's crazy. Crazy babies. But and that's all you're looking at is pallet wood. It's all gum almost every log. But I went ahead and showed them while them other boys are doing their thing. And I'll set that up for you to see Eli up there. Eli had told me the other day, he said I think he's wore out 3 debarkers or whatever in his career. I mean, he is a debarker fool. He lies like Mario Andretti on the debarker. That son of a butt, I'm telling you what. But he gets after it. I'll give him that. And here we are getting ready to. I think he's getting a final inspection. I went over there and went to cleaning some stuff around the pit and get some stuff ahead of time. Everybody went to shovel a little bit because they're getting a head jump start on their cleaning. And Devin, he's a young pup. I'm proud of that boy. He's as sharp as a tack, that kid is. And just he's a good kid. And there I'm taking all his junk. We're getting ready to start the band up. And I'll be quiet here and listen to this band mill fire up. I think it sounds cool when it fires up. 6-foot wheels is what the wheels are. Jump back over here. Brian jumped on the edge, and I wanted to scope that out again. Of course, them daggone lights are terrible. It's just pallet wood, but we are butchering wood, and he edges heavy anyways. I kind of wanted to watch what he was doing, but it ain't him. It's the little lights are messed up. He's trying not to edge heavy, but he can't help it. If he can't see in that box, he can't help it. So, well, we're going to deal with it before we go to the Walnut, but I just wanted to look in there and just see how bad that thing is, and it is terrible. It is just terrible. But here's Tim running the pallet stock through, and I wanted to show you how the even end rows push that over towards him. See how the even end rows push the board over towards him? And then the double end trim drops the saws and then end trims it. He's not end trimming this because it's pallet wood, but I just wanted to show y'all. I'll get it later on someday down the road. But then after it goes through the end trim and gets end trimmed, the grade lumber does. So then it ends back over here because this is the side that we pull lumber off of. So here's the problem, is pushing the boards with them chains because it's drawing off that same shaft. And look at how this thing was designed. The daggone tensioners don't even get down to the chain. So we're going to have to move tensioners to figure it out. And I'm doing a little struggling with it, but thank goodness my boy Morgan is going to be MVP today. He came up with a good solution, and we're going to do his idea.
A minute. This here's what we put in. Here's where they ended up. Most of that's Morgan's idea. Pretty good kid. He's all right. He'll do in a pinch. No, I got all frustrated because I couldn't figure out what we're going to do with them. And I had them set up where we'd set them up on a hinge and all that extra stuff. And hell, Morgan said, "Why don't you just bring them up to the end there, and then you have plenty of throw?" And I was like, "Duh." And it didn't take no time, and we didn't use all. The only parts were out some extra new angle irons we cut for the side and some labor. And them things have got a lot more adjustment in them. They can go a long ways yet. And a little bit goes a long ways that close to the head sprocket, you know. Yes, sir.
I just didn't know if I could go ahead and ratchet that down.
Yeah, go for it. I'll start putting tools
I
up.
didn't want to interrupt your video.
I'll start putting tools away.
Is that like a little GoPro?
Yeah. Shit, Junior. Shit. You could hang this whole sawmill up my welding job. Well, where's the flexing at? Look up in there. It's gonna be flexing back there. See that? See, it ain't flexing there. It ain't my weld flexing, it's the machinery once I put my weld on, it ain't strong enough to hold my weld job up, Junior.
Well, then you're not a good welder. You should put that in consideration.
Yeah. Not my job description up there. That was my job down here.
They're mounted back here, not up here.
Yeah. They just gonna do some of that. That ought to work though. What do you think, Jenny?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's good enough. He's oiled. Plug your back on. There.
What do you think?
I think we won. I think we did good. Needs a little oil on them.
What do you think? Yeah, dude.
I think on to the next one. We got shit to do.
4 foot of fucking angle iron.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know what? You look on the back of the truck, we gained a bunch of all threads. So I think we made money doing this. Got one going up the river. You can hear the old motor running. He's just pouring it on, pushing that barges up the river. We got one down there on the bank that's been parked down there for how many days, Molly? How many days that one been parked down there? 4 days? 4 or 5 days.
Going on 5 days, I think.
Up against the Kentucky bank. Boy, you can hear his motor. He's just pouring it on.
Yep. Look at that current.
He is pouring it on to get it up there now. Yeah, he's giving her the meat now. Molly. Yeah, buddy.